Hello and welcome to the Commander's Quarters, your Magic the Gathering source that helps you command your budget. This show and episodes like this one are possible thanks to viewers like you. If you're looking for an easy way to help support this show, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any new episodes. You can also go check out our playmats and other merchandise at thecommandersquarters.com. Another easy way to support this show is with our TCGPLAYER affiliate links. So whether you're buying a deck or individual cards, you can use this general link right here or one in the description. And the final way that you can support this show is by supporting us directly by becoming a patron. There are many benefits to being a patron, and I truly couldn't do this without all their support. This program comes to you thanks to the amazing futuristic technology of YouTube. Remember, with YouTube, you can tube too. So today, the Commander's Quarters YouTube channel presents How to Play Secret Partners. On this program, we'll be showing you everything you need to know to play Secret Partners with your chums. Secret Partners is what's known as a Commander variant. That means that you're playing Commander, but just a little differently. But just a quick disclaimer before we get started. There are multiple ways to play Secret Partners. The way that you know might be different than this one, and that's okay. The basic premise of Secret Partners generally applies to all, though. One way is not necessarily better than the other. And as always, play the way that you want to play. And with all that said, it's time to jump into the meat and potatoes. So now let's talk about the game setup and how it differs from a game of Commander. For a typical game of Commander, there are 4 players in total. But in a game of Secret Partners, it's going to be 5 or more. That means, counting yourself, you need 4 chums to join you. So maybe you're chums with this fella. Or this person. Or maybe this fine gentleman. Or this interesting character. Regardless, once you get your 5 players, you're going to need some cards. And no, I'm not talking about the cards in your Commander decks. You, of course, will need those still, but I'm talking about the cards that help you determine teams. You're gonna need 5 cards in total, 1 for each player. First off, you need 2 different lands. Then you need 2 other cards that match one of those lands. And a completely separate card that matches nothing. So in this example, we've got a forest and an island as our 2 different lands. We then have a giant spider that matches with the forest and an opt which matches with the island. And then we've got the beautiful Wayfarer's Bauble which matches with neither. So in this example, team number 1 is going to be the pair that gets the forest and the giant spider. Team number 2 will be the pair that gets the island and the opt. And then the remaining player is going to be what's known as the lone wolf. This is the player that got the Wayfarer's Bauble which matches with none of the cards. So this player is the lone wolf and is on their own. Now let's see how this works in practice. First up, this chap will shuffle up the 5 cards. And then he will deal them out 1 to each player. All players are then allowed to look at their own cards, but not at other players' cards. That would completely defeat the purpose of the game being called Secret Partners. Looks like the fine gentleman was happy with his card. Must have been a good one. Now, after the players have looked at their own cards, those with the lands reveal them. Looks like this chap got the forest. If you remember correctly, that means that he is on team 1. And then it appears that the fine gentleman got the island, making him a part of team 2. So although these 2 individuals revealed their cards, the others do not. If you don't have a land, you must keep your cards secret. That way no one knows for sure who is on whose team, and that's what makes this game fun. But for the sake of teaching, let's talk about the cards that the others got. First up, the interesting character got a giant spider. That giant spider makes him a part of Team 1. Because again, the giant spider matches with the forest. So this interesting character knows that he is paired with the player that has the forest, but the player with the forest does not know who has the giant spider. Now let's see what this fine fellow got. Looks like an opt. And that would mean that he is part of Team 2. Because again, opt matches with the island. So this fine fellow knows that he is paired with a gentleman, but the gentleman doesn't know that he is paired with this fine fellow. And for our mustache player, that leaves Wayfarer's Bauble. That means again that this player is the lone wolf. He knows that he is not paired with any of the lands, but no one else knows that. Though he also does not know what the other pairings are. Regardless, he is everyone's enemy, although they do not know it. And that brings us to our second topic, which is the objective. The objective, like many games, is to win. But for secret partners, the objective is to win with your partner if you have one. So the first step to victory is to try to figure out who is who. Now this can be difficult, and that's why I'm here to help you. Well, let me tell you. First, you want to recognize the information that you do have. Depending on your situation, you might not know your partner, but you do know an enemy or two. Those that reveal the lands know that they are adversaries to each other. There is no possibility that they are partners. Therefore, they know that they are free to attack the other. Conversely, those that kept their cards secret know that they are all enemies with each other. They are free to attack each other without giving away any information. Although they also know their partner or lack of partner, attacking one of the lands early could be a deadly mistake. Remember, if you tip your hand too early, the others will gang up on you. So be careful with the actions that you take and always be looking for clues. If you're one of the lands, try to figure out who your partner is based on their actions. But be wary that the lone wolf is out there and might try to trick you with what's known as the old switcheroo. For example, a hostile player might cast Anguished Unmaking on one of your non-land permanents. Oh no is right, that's not good for you. The lone wolf might try to take this opportunity to fool everyone. So he very well might counter the Anguished Unmaking with a counterspell. This very well might make it appear that he is your friend and on your side. Well done, lone wolf, you've done your job and your enemy is none the wiser. If you keep that up, you can easily win this game by tricking that player to help you out. And then when it's just the two of you, you stab them in the back for fun. And now let's move on to our final topic with winning. Once the game has ended, everyone reveals their cards. And you might be very surprised to see who was who. Again, the objective of the game is to win with your partner, but that doesn't always happen. So let's talk about scenario 1. Let's say that this fine fellow won, but without a partner. Indeed, winning is swell, but you could have gotten more points by winning with a partner. And these points are used for bragging rights to tell your friends that you're better than them at this game. If you're not the lone wolf and you win on your own, you get 1 point. Let's move on to scenario number 2. If there are 2 players remaining and one of them knows they are partners, they reveal their card. That means that these players were successful in winning together. Golly is right, that's the objective. So for winning with your partner, each player receives 2 points. But now let's go on to scenario number 3. In scenario number 3 is when our lone wolf is victorious. Against all odds, they won even though they had no partner. Oh no, it appears that our lone wolf has been injured during the celebration. Are you okay, lone wolf? Good to hear. And now that you're recovering from your injury, why don't you tell the public how many points you get for winning? That's right, 3. The lone wolf gets the most points for winning because they have no partner. And now you should know how to play secret partners and how to brag about the points that you've got. Remember that information is key and always be wary of other players trying to fool you. You never know when the person helping you might just be a wolf in sheep's clothing. But if you suspect wrongly, you might just end up taking out your partner. Anyways, secret partners is fun, so go have fun with your chaps. This program was brought to you by the Commander's Quarters YouTube channel, who would like to remind you to always stretch before playing, because we don't need any more pulled backs in celebrations. And as always, thanks again and have a good one.